Passion, drive, and patience. The formula of winning championships is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything for you to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED lights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has it covered. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices that you want. It's easy to make your car the MVP it needs to be and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Again, ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us again this week here on the Tigs Bits podcast. I'm JR the Handler. This week, joining me like every week here on the Bubba exclusive Army Radio Network podcast mega conglomerate we have going on over here at Bubba Radio is none other than the now world famous, I mean, I don't know if they get any bigger than this, Corndog Barney in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Corndog Barney is in the house.
Let's
Barney,
go!
Baby.
Embrace it, baby.
Barney.
Embrace
Y'all
it.
are witnessing history here. This is a thing when y'all look back and everybody, when your biggest movie star on the world is on the Corndog Barney show, you're going to say, I remember there was a radio thing where that first started. And it's going to be a trivia question on Jeopardy. So, folks, if you're listening to this podcast, you're part of history. I mean, that's
I'm
just
the
all
first
there is to it.
podcast transvestite is what I am. I've completely transformed into Corndog, mother effing, mother effing Barney.
Yes,
and I'm going
I want to show
run
you
with
that picture.
it's coming out.
That is so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just already.
I can see it with some like edges kind of frayed. You know what I mean? Not a perfect. You know what I mean? Just kind of like coming
a cutoff.
Off
It's a tank top.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even come in a regular shirt. Only comes in a tank top.
That is a tank top. That's exactly what that is. Or just a cut off sleeve action type.
Cut off sleeveless. Yes.
One of the two.
Doesn't come with sleeves.
No,
maybe
no
I have
sleeves.
It's possible I have multiple personalities. I don't think I do. Tiggs already a moniker, you know. But we're moving on. We're moving on from Tiggs.
I think Tiggs is dead. Tiggs is now. Yeah, Tiggs is simply a show. Tiggs is a show.
I don't know.
Yeah, the
you are Corndog Barney.
Known as Tiggs.
I don't know. I think it's kind of like a wrestling thing. You go this other thing, and then you come. You know, Mick Foley was Cactus Jack, and he was also Dude Love.
Yes.
But then you come back, and it's like, oh, it's Hulk Hogan's not Hollywood anymore. He's red and yellow again. You know, it's kind of you could come back. You could come back. You'd be like,
one that you don't think I haven't already thought about this.
I know
like
you have.
1,000,000%. This has given me
so is Corndog
such a
Barney the heel?
playground.
We don't know yet.
We're going to find out.
This is a new world of wrestling, Chad. This is a world we live in where the bad guys are the good guys, man. This is a whole new world we live in.
I know. We don't even know anymore.
No, only the fans can decide.
That's right. It. That's right. And it's to be
it's
determined.
Basically it's the gladiator thing. You know, I mean, we don't know. They may be like, I don't know. He's kind of crazy. We don't know yet. You know,
we don't know what's happening here.
Man, I love it when Corndog shows up.
We all could be going heel. We all could be going heel. This whole Tigs bits could turn heel.
Who knows?
Like, you know what I mean? Maybe a big heel turn, maybe happening right in front of everybody. I mean, because right now Seth's got heat with me because I went to the front row with Bubba. You know what I mean?
Dude, I haven't got your introduction yet.
Oh yes. Before, look, let us bring. Look, we got that out of the way.
Bring on that random, beautiful, silky, heavenly voice you've been hearing echoing between Corndog Barney and myself, JR the Handler. Y'all, we have none other than, I don't need introduction. This is the newly crowned prince of the Bubba Army, Mr. Blasi, the friggin' one-man posse in the house. I mean, I can't believe we got him. I can't believe we got him, Barney. How did we get him? How did we lock in these guests?
Unbelievable. I mean, you guys are good at what you do. I mean, to bring like somebody like myself in here, like really a solid, probably D-lister, maybe. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of amazing. You know.
I just appreciate JR joining us from the massage parlor tonight.
I forgot to put on. I forgot to put on my Alpha here.
Oh, what's that?
Sorry. That's my Alpha. That is my Bubba Army Alpha cologne. I'm sorry, I forgot to wear that before
Oh yeah, yeah. Get
Yeah, let me
yourself
get a couple
right.
squirts of that.
There
Here
you
we
go.
go.
Not only
There
can
you
you
go. There
look,
you
not
go.
only can you hear
God,
him,
that
you can
smells so
look
good.
at him on YouTube eventually and think about how he might actually smell as well. I mean, it's Blasi, the one man posse. If you're listening to this, you may or may not have heard a little thing called the Bubba Army, and he is the crown prince. He is in there. His chariot is just one step smaller with one less bejeweled than said Bubba the Love Sponge, but nonetheless, he has a chariot. And he's in the parade with the champs. I mean, he's there with the kings.
You know, JR, usually when we talk to Blasi, the one-man posse, his head is not generally covering up a quarter of our boy back there, Mr.
Yeah.
Jimmy freaking Morrison.
Yeah,
His
I know.
head may have gotten just a tinge
Take over Jimmy's body
larger
over there.
over the past few days for good reason.
Yeah,
I
For
mean,
good reason.
I thought it was Jeff Lynne until you said that. He had Jim's face covered up so much. I thought it was Jeff Lynne back there.
no,
If he gets any bigger, he has an afro on.
I was like, I knew he was a fan of ELO. Oh, he's got to show him off.
Yeah, he's got to show
Look
him
at him.
off. Got to
Oh,
show
I
him
my
off.
God.
love it.
you know, these are
if y'all want to
collectors.
lesson how to
and
make your co-host jelly, Here you go, boys and girls.
Yeah, yeah. You got your
See,
swag
let me look at him
pack,
again. Get him back up
Tigs.
there. Let me
You
look.
Probably
Take a
got
slow
one.
roll.
let me.
Look at them
Those of you listening at home, I am showing them my fine autograph Bubba the Love Sponge Fat Man Dunks Air Bubba ones right here, folks.
Those things are so damn cool, man.
So
Unbelievable.
sweet.
Look at those shoestrings. You know,
Are they like actual shoestrings, or are they stiff? What?
they're very stiff. They're
I thought you were bringing a
gold.
bag of
They have-
weed
That's
out of them.
extra
I was
ones.
like, oh my God, it comes with a bag of weed? What the heck?
I mean,
Oh
dude, even
my
down in there
gosh.
you can't see, but there's Air Bubba's is written down in there too.
That's so cool.
It is.
They're the
Yeah.
Lucha Libre mask of tennis shoes. I love them so much.
Yeah, that's exactly
Unbelievable.
what they are.
I mean, even on the bottom, there's Bubba with his donut. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Very
man.
center.
dude, that
I
was
love it.
that
Good
shirt
job.
we
Those
went-
are killer.
They
We
are
did a little,
unbelievable.
I
I'm
got
not a
our
big
swag
mark on
pack.
all kinds of stuff like that, but those
Oh.
are sweet, man. I'm
Handler,
not a
don't-
sneaker guy, but those are sweet.
Do
I
not
wanna
go
wear
to
'em
my
so bad.
Twitter. Don't go look at. Don't go to our page. But you guys listening, do go to Tigs Bits Podcast and go check it out on X and all the other social media places. And go to
Yeah.
tigsbits.com. But JR, I got the swag pack. We know that you're coming to us live from the road. You're on the road this week.
I love that backdrop.
I got a feeling that backdrop is money. I've got a feeling that you have a swag pack at home whenever you get home as
Oh,
well.
nice.
So I unveiled it, got this sweet hat, of course, but there's some other surprises. I won't break them down.
Thank
But
y'all.
one
Much
of
love,
my
Bubba
favorites, so this is a dead giveaway, that shirt that Blasi, the one-man
Dude.
posse, is wearing.
That is
that
such a
Operation
cool
Pig-
shirt.
Pigmentation?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Operation Pigmentation.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
and it's a really good fabric too. It's not. I mean, it's an awesome shirt, right? Just from
Yeah.
a design standpoint, but dude, it fits good. It's a
That's-
nice shirt.
I
It's a
haven't,
real
I haven't
nice
put,
shirt.
I told Tammy, I was like, feel how thick these are. These are really nice shirts. So are yours, JR. Very nice cotton shirts.
Oh,
Very
yes.
nice.
Yes.
Thick, just
Absolutely.
a print
Thank you for
well.
putting me over and not pulling a Blasi and not putting anybody over and just glory hogging like
Just
Blasi
let
does
it-
these days.
Just let it
Thanks
rip.
for putting me over.
I
Tiggs.
was putting
I
you
guess
over
what
down
co-hosts
there.
do,
I'm
JR.
messing with you, buddy. You know I'm messing with you. I just saw I saw a shot. Shoot or shoot. I figured I just
Hell
I'll
yeah,
jab at my
man.
man
I
there.
mean, I
Yeah,
tell you
No,
what.
let's
hey,
get in there.
look,
We'll get-
look,
we'll
look,
get
to
into
the
that in a minute,
Prince.
but-
Yeah, I got to say, yeah, I want to talk about all that because we got to see on Instagram and Twitter your pictures along your travels. I mean, you were with the goats. I mean, the whole deal. Amanda did a great job. And
did.
I just want to hear about the whole experience from the man himself. A little disappointed I didn't get the hand action. If anybody was in the live chat that day, how many times did I say make him do the effing hand thing? And Blasi
yeah.
sat on his hands. I was a little disappointed about that.
And before you dive into that, Blasi, there's 100% you cannot tell us that you didn't consciously avoid doing that. You were thinking it the whole time. The Fuji water, not sponsored by Bubba Army, by the way, took over the damn show with you. And I haven't had a chance to make the video yet, but y'all all rest assured we're going to go back to the film. We're going to check it. And I think that he replaced the hand toss with the water grab, and I think there's 80 to 100 of them. And
80,
he didn't
100.
dri-
I think I'll take the over.
And he didn't drink more than 16 ounces of that 31-ounce bottle in those 100 drops.
He's like a camel. He knows how to make some water go a long ways. He knows how to make it stretch that water out.
Mini sip.
Sip. Oh my gosh. It's like there's so much here to unpack. I mean, you have no idea. And it's all relevant. I was trying to break it down and trying to keep it simple and like trying to keep it like relevant. Like, hey, this is what we need. I can't do it in a simple format. Like it was like a college player going from the college. Actually, I'm sorry. I went from playing. Somehow I got to start quarterback at high school. I did not really, but I'm just using this as an analogy. Yep. I'm starting at high school, and suddenly I got thrown into the NFL. And they said, "Go! You're on the field. You're out here. You talk about the game coming at you fast, brother." I mean, that's a different.
Yeah,
no, you can't even fathom how much faster everything is happening in that whole situation. It was the game was coming at me really fast, and I was damn sure not going to fumble or throw an interception. You know what I mean? I was really, I became a game clock manager, a game manager.
Do you think the night before, when you might have been a little better paced, you might have been a little more apt to pace with those guys a little better the night before, when you may or may not have had a little fatigue going into the big game? I mean,
y'all got to go back and listen to the live that we did that Thursday before Blasi went on last Friday about a week ago.
You had to bring that
Barney,
up,
I could or could not have some inside intel from some locals that may or may not have spotted him out and about in his shenanigans. So,
man,
let's just say, did you have a little martini flu going on the next morning for a minute you had to fight off?
I really did, JR. Like, so once you called it on the show too. So when your brother comes on, man, y'all go get after it. You roll in the next morning hammered. As a joke.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
You did
encourage this behavior.
But I was not hammered. You went in hung over. I didn't say get hammered and then go in limp dick them. I said get hammered.
Oh my God!
Go in there hammered. You did half of it. You didn't listen to the whole message. You burned before reading before you read it all.
I dang sure did. I did not get the memo fully, and I'll tell you what. No, here's the confidence I had. I thought I was fine. Like, you know what I mean? I was fine. But what I forgot is I got so excited that this fancy hotel we were staying at, that was using Bob points, by the way, and I got all these credits for free unbelievable breakfast and steak and egg. All that was free. That's nice a whole nother work. We can talk about it on a whole different show, how good I work Marriott. But anyway, we're there, and they've just got, I mean, we're getting a podcast going. I got both mics working. Everything's going. Amanda's on. I'm on. I'm like, heck yeah. I pulled it off again. You know, we got two mics. I was excited. The next day, obviously, what was coming. Yes, man. And then your brother lets me know he's coming as soon as we get done. I see that as soon as I get done, he's on his way. So we meet on the rooftop bar. After that, I already had like a what do you call those things? The whiskey that you burn with the glass, the smoke.
Oh, like an old fashioned.
Thank you.
Smoked old fashioned, something like that.
Yes, I had an old fashioned. It was a night. I had that during the show, and then
that's
we
my
go
favorite,
up there.
By the way, I love
it's
those.
So good. It's so good. And dude, I normally just drink beer. Like I'll just drink a few beers. I'm like a 3 or 4 kind of beer kind of guy. Like I really don't drink a ton. Like it looks like I do, but I usually just have one in my hand. Just you know what I mean. I like to have 2 or 3 or 4, and so. But dude, then we go upstairs, and that's a fancy place too. You know, kind of like this, Central South Florida type vibe going. So I can't go and get a Miller Lite. You know what I mean? Diet Miller, ma'am. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll take a a nice Tito's martini, please. And dirty. And so, dude, it was so good. It was so good. So I'm drinking that.
So good. And it's so good.
And then your brother shows up, and his lovely girlfriend, and dude, we just start having a good time out there, and it's hot too. So I'm trying to kind of hydrate with this thing, which I shouldn't have been doing. Yeah. The next thing you know, it's gone. So I get another one, you know, and then there may have even been a third one involved. And so, but that's it. We just hang out in the hotel.
1,000,000% a third, and more likely, most probably, a fourth.
Yeah. I mean, possibly, but I think it was 3 of those on top of the bourbon and on top of the beer. So we got beer, bourbon, and into that. I wasn't trying to go get after
somebody
it.
may or may not have hit a skunk around there, I'm sure.
Probably so. Somewhere. Yep. Somewhere or another.
A skunk got hit on the road.
There was a fanny pack nearby. So yep. And so
nothing left on the outside though in baggies, hopefully.
No, and
previous stays at Marriott.
Oh no, definitely not.
I'm sorry, that's Corndog Hill.
Corndog Hill.
He don't know what to do. He wants to He wants to hit the guitar and bash his buddy when he's not looking, but he doesn't know. He don't know if the fans are going to react. He don't know if he wants to or not.
Well, I'll tell you what you and I did. We did not have any problem jumping on board that bandwagon. As soon as Bubba went with that, I was like, heck yeah, let's roll, baby.
Oh yeah.
Jumped over 2 feet with him. Let's get
Absolutely.
on that board and ride
Called
that wave.
in, enjoyed the fact that I called into the after show knowing I knew when I called. I knew I was about to get grilled, and I had zero preparation. I didn't know. We had texted you like, hey, what's the number to call into the after show? And then I got busy doing something else, and then turn on YouTube. I'm like, oh, shit, they've been going for like 39 minutes. What's happening? I have no idea what y'all talked about. Still don't know what y'all talked about. But I finally found the number, and I
didn't get in time. I didn't look at my text until I saw that, and I would have called in.
When I called in, I think I talked for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then they wrapped up another 3 or 4 minutes after that, and they closed the show. Yeah,
it was perfect timing when you called in, and then I saw
the show, baby.
And so hey, all right, so let's back up because that's. All right, three phases. That's the first phase that night. So everything's fine.
Sorry.
Your brother leaves. No, because that's a great point. But so your brother leaves, and it's fine. I go to bed. Dude, I got my alarm set. Actually, I had 3 alarms set. And so 5 a.m., I mean, I'm on that. I get up early regardless, and I'm up. I'm fine. I'm kind of fine. Now, I'm still kind of like, Then suddenly, dude, I started kind of getting this headache type deal.
Oh, the hangover hit, didn't it?
Yeah, you know what, though? It was kind of the way I slept because I was watching TV, and I was up on the thing, and I got my neck kind of in a little crook deal. I'll get this nerve thing that goes into my head over into my eyeball, and it kind of gets tough. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing here? Oh, trying to get it to pop. Like, but I'm okay, dude. I'm all right. I'm not feeling wonderful, but I'm fine enough. Well, and I'm excited, right? So we're getting going, trying to get ready for this show. And I'm like getting ready, and we go and we leave out there. I wanted to stop by Publix. I need to get one of those cooler bags because I had a cooler there to put that sausage in. So I stopped at Publix to get a bag, with those.
I'm sure we'll get to that later, but
yeah,
beautiful, beautiful move.
Oh yeah, dude. And so anyway, we get out near the studio, and I go past it. There's a Brink security area. I go past it in an empty parking lot. I just sit over there, because he wanted to be there at 9. So it's about 8:30. And I text him. I'm listening to the show, and I can tell they're getting ready to go into a break. And so I text him like 8:43. I was like, hey, man, I'm right here around the corner. Let me know when you want me, and I'll pull up. And he was like, come on. So we pull up about 8:45, pull in there, and that's out there in the parking lot. They're on a break right then. And so
did you come in squealing tires as promised?
Funny? No, I did not.
Fuck.
So at this point, dude, I'll be honest with you. At this point, I'm trying to. Yes, I failed. I did not do that because I'm telling you, I'm kind of struggling too. I'm over there drinking a Monster.
You're just trying to maintain. You're trying to get your mixture back right.
And this headache thing's kind of crazy, and I'm standing there almost kind of lightheaded.
This whole time, all you had to do was get a drink. You didn't ever try a drink, did you? You did not try a beer. You didn't try
hair of the dog. Nazareth said it best, brother.
Well, actually, I did. So I tried I grabbed the wrong thing. All that was in there, Amanda, had some like neutrals. Little seltzer. That seltzer was not what I needed.
Give yourself some heartburn on top of being hungover. Why don't you?
Terrible. I drank about half of that. I was like, get this garbage out of my hand.
See, I told you I should have went with you. I can't let you.
He needs a handler.
I know.
I need handlers. I admit I need a handler. I'm not afraid to admit it.
You know how many times me and Justin have done the Today Show or something, got crippled the night before? You know what I mean?
But if there's someone there with you, it's a little bit different. You got somebody in the trenches.
Yeah, somebody talk you through some of these things I was dealing with. I need some talk. Now, Amanda was helping me out. Now, I need to say, give her props. She's there. She's a soldier too.
For sure.
She's there. Yeah, she's propping me up.
I think everybody knows me like,
she
was Blasi.
I'm okay.
And
what's wrong
everybody's
with you,
okay with that.
But she don't know when to take over. That's where you have a professional. Or when somebody's somebody's job is to do that. Is different than friends.
And I don't want anybody think I didn't take it serious because I did. I just thought I was enjoying my
no.
camaraderie.
We know
I'm just excited.
You were so
excited.
Yes, make no mistake out there.
And I remember
everybody.
everything. It's
promise
literally
you
not.
took
I
it
was
And
not
you
serious.
like
didn't do
crippling
bad.
drunk.
That's the thing. It sounds
No.
like you were buried your match. You had a fucking 4-star match. So we're just talking about because you're our co-host, so we have to
dude.
go over all the gritty,
Well, I
grimy
mean, you
stuff.
know,
It's fun to us.
I mean,
Yeah,
since you
and-
brought it up,
and-
I wasn't even going to talk about that, JR, but you brought it up. So I went ahead
Yeah.
and like, you know what? I'll beat it head on. Like I do. I'll tell you the truth, you know? So there it is, exactly
Yes.
what happened. But again, it was a mixture. It wasn't the amounts because I literally, he said 4. It was like 2. I think I might have got that third to bring the room. It's one of those that you wake up next morning, they're still sitting there full. Like, you know, and I didn't, but
Which even that at home, you can drink the same stuff at home. You can drink a barrel at home. You go out on the road and try it. It's different. You go to a different environment. Things like that.
It's a different
like you said,
environment.
you were sleeping on the road. You didn't have your bed, your pillow. That's going to throw you off no matter what you think until you get calloused up to dealing with it. I mean, it's just math, man. I mean, really, it is. When he breaks it down, it's just math. And for me, you know, it doesn't surprise. But you
should have gone to the
you still
iPad
did,
there, huh?
You still did great anyway. And I mean, I've seen that same, not just with the guy I work for now, but like I've got friends. I've seen this scenario all over the board so many times. And I'm like, I can't. And that's why you realize the pros, that's what they do. They raise the bar when it's time to go to work. Anybody can play game every now and then, but to play a game for a whole season is a whole different thing, you know, different animal.
And make no bones about it. Blasi knew what he was doing. And we said, JR and I were going, I'm not going to lie to you, Blasi. This is a full disclosure show.
Mm-hmm.
We had us a call in between at the end of your deal and dicked you a little bit, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Also said, look, I think he was just playing this deal straight. He doesn't want to interrupt anybody. You're in that room. Everybody's going around. You don't want to be the guy that's over there just trying to talk to fit in, talk to talk. You let it come to you. You played it very well. All truth being told.
Yes.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Except
100.
you didn't defend your co-hosts whatsoever. But it's led to beautiful things, so we don't give a shit.
And you didn't do the hand
this
thing.
ain't
You just
the
weren't
show.
yourself. You just weren't yourself. You did. You weren't. You weren't
yourself.
Listen,
you
Let's
looked
be
like
honest.
$1 million. I mean, you did all
Looked
this. We just
unbelievable.
know you
Those
better.
shorts couldn't have been any shorter. That's
listen,
a fact.
y'all need to understand. Like, I hadn't even told you all the elements in play. I told you this thing was going from high school.
I know
to
we're
NFL.
jumping ahead. I know we're jumping ahead, but damn it, we're like two bulldogs ready to jump in this fight.
Layers of
Bring
things.
it on, Blasi.
Actually, I feel like I performed. I'll be honest with you. Based on the circumstances, I think I performed as good as anybody could perform in that moment, and I took the right pathway. It's like they asked me at the end of the after show, "Is any regrets or something, or anything you do different?" I said, "Not a thing." I said, "It's exactly how to handle this, and based on the situation." So, all right, get to the studio. Seth meets us. Dr. Dan, he does really drive. What was? I don't even know what that was. Either it's a Lamborghini.
He really
or a Ferrari.
does drive a Lamborghini.
It's either, I think it's a Lamborghini. It's a black Lamborghini with this crazy trim and black wheels.
$200,000 sports car.
Ridiculous looking. Yeah, ridiculous looking. Not
unreal.
Yeah, yes.
I can't wait to meet these people, by the way.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I had to wait. So the gate opens, pull in, park, Seth's out there. And I introduced Amanda as my documentarian and my handler. This is Amanda. She's my documentarian and handler. He actually thought that's what she was. And he was thinking that she just followed me around filming me. I didn't say anything else right then. So we just walk into the front door, literally walk into the front door of the studio, and there's like a little reception area with a couch and all. And then right over there's the Clem gym that they're getting developed. And they're like, just hold right here. I'm going to go talk to Bubba, and I'll let you know. And I'm sitting there. There's a monster cooler thing. I'm just checking it out. I'm with Amanda. She's starting to film a little bit. Let's get some film rolling, record this. He said, all right, you can come on in. So then we walk through like one metal door, and then there's like a little hallway area. There's a kitchen.
So Dr. Dan is who allowed you into the studio.
Not Dr. Dan. No, it was just Ferrari, his Lamborghini, whatever that was. No, this was Seth. And then Lummy, then Lummy came out there and kind of intercepted us and said, "Hey, come on back." And so Lummy's bringing us in. And there's Erica in the kitchen. I say, "Hey," and then the big red door opens going into this studio. And then Lummy's just come on, and right there to my left, you've seen that door open. To my left, Seth is sitting there. Bubba, I think, is over there. I think Seth's right there. And so let's assume that's where they should be, right? But you really can't see. All right. So then I walk. Lummy sits me at the chair, used to be Honest chair. Sit down, and we're getting ready. All of a sudden, I hear like the little ding, ding. I'm like, shit.
How loud is that in the studio?
It's loud. You hear it, but it's not as loud as that.
It's loud in my house.
That damn
just
train.
From my
that
sound
train
bar.
horn. Well, damn. Like I thought somebody drove through the damn building.
Oh,
you
it's
know
a
what I
real
mean?
train horn.
Oh my God! It goes through my teeth rattled.
Oh, that's not just a sound effect. It's a real train.
No, that's a real train horn in that place. I thought it was a sound effect too. Unbelievable. Vibrates the entire building. Whoa.
Unbelievable.
And I thought it was coming.
Hell
I
yeah.
thought something came from behind me, was about to attack me. I didn't know what was going on. So, but
Wow.
so I sit down, and as soon as I sit down, Lummy, like underneath kind of the ledge, he's like pointing to this little box. He was like, and let me just set it all practical. Here's the cough button. Right here's your volume. Put it over here. Right here, make your mic stick right here, right here. And he just walked. I was like, what? What did he just say?
Like,
Cough,
hey man, I'm not a radio guy.
Cough
I'm not
button.
a radio guy.
And he came back over there. I was kind of waving to him. Like, hey, well, no, what now? What cough button? He said, yeah, your cough button. Right here. If you cough or move the mic, just hit this button right here. And I was like, okay.
Cough button's your mute button.
Yeah, it's a mute button. Yeah, I get it, but I just never heard. This is a new
Right,
term.
yeah.
I don't have a cough
radio
button.
terms.
Wow.
See, this is what you needed your boy Tigs, who does have radio experience.
I didn't know
I
this.
have been on ESPN radio and
I
we've
know.
had shows. So yeah, I understand. That's what I do get. I didn't want to go into it whenever we'll get to the post show wrap up, but I didn't want to get into that. But I know what you walked into. That's why I was.
Not yet. You don't.
Kind of
You
giddy.
think you?
I
well, you
know.
actually,
I don't.
You
I do
have
not,
a better idea.
because I've been.
You have a
I
better
idea. I
Yeah.
don't. I've never. That's a zoo. I've been into a 2 to 3 man studio with people, over here and all that, into a traditional studio. But with that many people that close, you can't see each other. You'll get into this. Yeah, no, I haven't. I would have melted. You did good. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, and I'm kind of walking through this chronologically. It's the easiest way to do it. So, literally, just before I sit down, I did skip one thing. Dr. Dan stands up, introduces himself. Now, one thing about Dr. Dan that kind of threw me off, he is smaller than I thought he was. Like I thought in my mind, he was like a guy that's probably about 6'2". You know what I mean?
That's what. Yeah.
No. I think he may be even shorter than me. I'm not that tall. Like he's not short. He's like
You're
probably
about 6 foot, aren't you?
I'm like 5'10" and a half, 11. He's
okay.
He's somewhere about somewhere about my height, maybe even shorter. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought
maybe
he was 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, he may be my height. I mean, but he was just smaller, just like him, but just a shrunken
Man,
version.
y'all
Just
favor
smaller.
each other a lot, Blasi.
It's that Italian heritage there, but
It has
I think
to
y'all
be.
should have a wrestling
mean,
match.
it sounds like we got to have this pose down, come bark. Or something.
we gotta
yes,
roll that.
yes.
Both of them.
So
That sounds terrible.
yes,
One will lead to the other.
that
I mean,
was the
but
thing.
I'm in.
I think that was a highlight, and we'll get to it in a moment. But
that's
we have
fine.
to
No,
talk
you
about
could-
it.
you
Now,
pop
that
that
was
in
a
there.
highlight for me. Was bam, we're gonna have us a pose off, and Bubba asked you, wasn't it Bubba that asked you, will you have a pose off? Then
Yes.
the peer pressure of that studio,
Absolutely.
there was no other way to
Zero
you can't
option.
answer it. Zero option.
Yeah,
No
I mean,
option. Thank God he's the representative of the Tigs Bits show to go and do this. But yeah, and
Yeah.
we'll be there to encourage it. And
as you should
hell,
be.
maybe you win. That may be the one thing we.
I don't know.
win.
That dude's pretty
I don't
ripped
know.
up.
I
I'm
don't
not that
know
ripped
how.
up. I'm a little
I
soft
don't.
these days.
I don't
he's
know how
shredded.
this
You got
bark
time.
potty.
You got time.
Yeah, I got to get.
I don't know how the bark potty
Call
bark
Schneider.
potty.
Get on the train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how this bark potty partay. I can't talk. I've talked way too much the last 2 days, boys. Enrolling people in benefits. Y'all need insurance. You call Corndog Barney. Let's get serious.
Let's get serious here.
You need,
It's that time of the year.
you need some sort of effect right here during the live stream. You can just make your
Yes.
face turn purple and then go back in and out of purple face.
And look, if you'll go to our Patreon, give us a little support, bring some of those subscribers in. It's just $5 a month. Come on, man. You can do it. Bring us a little support. Maybe you get special effects with a Corndog Barney
I was gonna
moving
say,
forward,
Yeah, if we get when the next round of bread we get on that, we should put towards getting a pay the licensing fee to use like Don Knotts doing Barney saying something outrageous and pipe that in.
Oh, I think
Well,
we can
golly,
get
you know,
it.
something.
I think we can get an impersonator for a hell of a lot cheaper. We can probably
There you
go to
See,
Fiverr
we're gonna be
and
we'll
find
even be
something.
fiscally
Yeah.
responsible with this bread. So
Yeah, no,
So
I
I think-
want to. That's a promise from the Tigs Bit Show LLC from your 3 captains.
I can't wait to see you do like a commercial for
We will
somebody.
be physically
Hey,
responsible.
folks, it's Corndog
Not
Barney
physically,
coming to you here from
Corndog
Tigs Bits
physically
Podcast.
responsible
I love
with
it.
your money. What- What'd you say, Blasi? I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, I'm just laughing at you. Like, I'm just thinking, like, I can't wait to see you do a commercial. You know what I mean? Like, and be Corndog Barney. Corndog Barney here.
Corndog. That's
for
what
Turtle Box.
exactly
Turtle Box
why.
speakers.
Okay, a little behind the scenes. This is usually saved for our lives, but here it is. We talked today. There is a guy in Alabama. Blasi sent us this video of a dude that was one of those local guys, and y'all all know what we're talking about. You're in some small town in Georgia or North Carolina or wherever, and you're looking at like a local channel, you know, your channel 3 news.
That is
and here
Red
it comes.
Holland, fishing legend. Fishing legend.
Oh yeah, I actually have heard of him. But this guy comes on and is selling satellite dishes in the 80s, and we kind of think that maybe an angle we should take with some of our promotional content, or maybe some things that you guys out there listening, you potential sponsors, would maybe love for us to do to reenact some of the wildest ass commercials that you've ever seen on local access television.
In the spirit of Red Holland, here we come.
And in the spirit of the late, great Red Holland. I'm assuming he is no longer with us.
Dude, he actually just died. Videos. Honestly, he just died like a couple years ago. And
wow.
He is a legend.
That shows you how damn great he was.
I used to get up in the mornings and watch his fishing show. It was an outdoors fishing show, Red Holland.
Okay.
Fishing with Red. And fishing with Red. Going fishing with Red.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
dude. I would get up and watch that.
I never knew his last name,
and dude,
I don't think.
The commercials were as good as was as good as the show. And I was like, hit me today. I was like, dude, that's how we need to roll.
That's our angle.
Yeah, because I would watch, because he would always change them up. Sometimes he'd be going through the woods with that wash tub. Come in, satellite, come in. And he's like walking through a cornfield out there or something, you know, like looking, trying to, come on in. If you're having trouble getting that signal, call the good folks there, whatever it was, Veritex satellite.
So amazing.
It's so good.
Amazing. Yeah,
let me talk the Jerry Cook transmission man. Folks, if you're having a little bit of problem with your transmission, it might just need a minor adjustment. Call Jerry Cook at Jerry Cook Transmission. That's 334-794-7979. Dude, to this day, I still remember the phone number from those commercials.
The thing
it's so
is,
ingrained into our brain.
Boys, I have these people who are doing it now, and they're friends of Tigs. They're friends of the show. They're not friends of Corndog Barney, so that guy can't show up. It's got to be Tigs or Brantley. Probably Brantley needs to show up to that one.
Yeah.
But no, they do these locally where I grew up, and they still make these commercials. They're fantastic. They're some of my favorite. One of my favorite political ones back in the day was this guy, James David Kane. He just recently passed away, but it was one of those local commercials for a political ad. And he was on Oprah in the early 90s. And so he brought this ad, and it was so 1992 VHS-y. I tackled the tough issues. I tackled flag burning. In 1992, that was an important issue in Sabine Parish, Louisiana, tackling flag burning because there was a lot of it going on. But it hit. Anyhow, I digress. Great idea. We'll talk more about that. Please, Blasi, continue with our Bubba talk. Let's get back into this. We wander off. We have ADHD, people. Sorry about that.
Pretty bad. You know what, though? I will say, I will say this real quick and then get into this. There's so many people that I talked to at Bubba Army, which that kind of led into the next day, the Saturday, I should say. You know what I mean? Going to the ball game and all that. Talking with those. Dude, they love our show because they say, man, this is serious. Y'all are like three guys just sitting there bullshitting. Like three dudes just talking about stuff that we talk about. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, that's what I like about this show. It's so cool. Yeah. And I'm like, well, good, man. That's actually what we're trying to do. It's like, it's kind of a show about, they wouldn't say about nothing, not like Jerry Seinfeld. It's just
it's not. No,
he said, y'all just start. And I feel like y'all's conversation, there's nothing like super planned. Like y'all have an idea. I was like, dude, you have no idea. I said, I'll have a checklist here. Here's a checklist from Brad Johnson. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. But dude.
Oh yeah, look, that's a lot.
How many boxes are checked though? Literally
none. I mean, that's the thing.
1, 2, 3. 3 out of probably 32 boxes. That's the way it goes. That's like
but you know, Blasi, I think the biggest thing and what makes our show work so well is that we do actually put the time and energy into a little preparation. We have a theme. there's
Yes.
something we're going to talk about. We may not necessarily ever get to it, but who cares? And generally we do, but we don't ever hit all of our notes because we kind of go into it and we know, for the sake of time, we don't want it to run for forever. We have to kind of do our thing. But, man, it's an honor to get to do this. It's a lot of fun, number one. I mean, it really is. It's just a freaking ton of fun. I had a point. I'm trying to think where I was going with it while we wait on JR to come back.
Let's call a break right here because you're going to have to edit right. I don't know what. Yeah, that's kind of a long break. He just disappeared.
Yeah, he'll probably come back.
Yeah, I was just telling him about the Bubba Army, like just how much they love our show, and they love the fact that it's so conversational, and we just build off of each other, and it's just three dudes sitting around just talking. He's like, y'all have like maybe an agenda, but I can tell like the way the flow goes, y'all just, there's a subject comes up and y'all just start talking about it. I was like, yeah. I was like, typically I've got a show notes. I may have 8 or 10 things. I was like, by the end of the night, I've checked off maybe 1 or 2 of them. I was like, which is good. I'm prepared, but we typically just get going on something, and that's just kind of the direction we end up going in. And then but there's a lot of people really appreciate the fact that's the way our show does. They actually find it unique, even though it's, whatever. It's great to know. Like I had multiple people tell me that, and it was like, dude, I really love the way y'all show it. I feel like I'm just hanging out with my boys, growing up or something. You just good old boys sitting there talking, like, he said maybe having a beer, even like just talking. He was like, it's so cool. So
good call.
Yeah, you do. There we go.
I love how Blasi waits till he gets home to listen to the other and do another little piece of the damn day sheet I sent him for his road gig. Was he picked and drew some heat with somebody? Now he's got heat with Dr. Dan, but he waits till he gets home to call him out. He could have done that at the show on the air for the whole nation. But now he's going to wait and call Dr. Dan out, call him small, and tell him he ain't scared of him and all that now that he's not 6'2".
Yeah.
I can't piss Dr. Dan off, man. That's a cool cat, man. I ain't trying to piss Dr. Dan off.
You've got to have someone to
he's a
feud
cool
with.
cat.
Bubba does it.
Cool
Bubba's the best. You got to learn how the ways.
Dr. Dan and I should kind of butt heads on a little bit since we got to pose off.
Look,
we got to get a little heat build up.
You got to have heat.
You're the prince. You can't have anybody creeping on your princedom.
It's not a good position for Blasi, the one-man posse.
It's not a good position. That dude, he's
there's no way you win.
Well, no, I don't win. You don't beat him out. Like he said, when it comes down to money and that card falls, like I'm just going to act like I don't know what y'all are talking about. Like this is a bad idea.
But I think maybe you do win, like in real life, like for real. But there's no way you win at a BARP event. Just no
Dude,
chance
that's Dr.
in hell.
I'm not trying to beat Dr. Dan. Y'all already are creating heat. I don't even want.
I ain't creating shit. This is a competition. They started it. I didn't start it. I'm just rolling with it. But I don't think you're going to get a fair shake to win. But ultimately, I do believe that you would win. I think you may have the better body.
I don't know. I've seen it. He pulled up his abs before. He got some tight abs. You
need to get to fucking work then.
I know. I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah. No, I got some work to do. That dude, he rides a bike like 5,000 miles a day and stuff.
You understand who you're representing now?
I know exactly who I represent. I mean, don't get me wrong. We get into some kind of competition, I'm going to give you everything I got, But
I expect you to. If you need to get on steroids, I expect you to do that. Whatever it takes.
Exactly.
You better get on
that shit. I don't know what we're even arguing about here.
Let me get that stack going. Get that delta test, whatever.
The whole combo.
Bubba knows all about that stack. He can probably tell me. So he was too. Yeah, he's talked about all that. So anyway, I'm sitting there, dude. So I figure out the cough button. Lummy comes back over. Shows me that. So now I understand it. You just press this little button. So if you need to cough, move the mic. It's okay. Yeah. So now I'm kind of relieved, but I understand it. But it's still a little bit of a moment. Because right now, I got to be real. I walked into this room, and it's so surreal being in this room. It's unbelievable, all the stuff that's in there. They put Amanda on the couch right here to my left, right there. So she's got headphones, so she can hear.
She's on the podcast, the newly podcast couch.
Yes. No, she's not on the new. No, she's on the couch. There's always been a couch against the wall right here to my left where Anna's at.
Okay.
The podcast couch is behind us in that whole setup back there. This is just a couch where guests can come in, and they'll actually give them mics, and they'll sit over there. Because sometimes with Dr. Dan, they got 4 going when Anna was here and Dan was here. And then his brother would get there. And so when Jay would sit on the couch, he would sit on the couch to start the show before Dan would leave, and then he would go sit in his chair. So that couch is another mic station, too. It's just a big couch. So anyway, Amanda's sitting there right to my left, but up on the platform, up on the couch. And And so, dude, all of a sudden we start getting back into the show. Well, dude, the first thing I noticed, I got a computer screen in front of me and it's black. Okay. So I don't have anything, nothing. Everybody's got a computer screen, right? They can see
Right.
YouTube video. What's wild is I'm sitting here, and then to my right's Dr. Dan, and then Lummy. If I look back and forth, I can see Lummy over there. I cannot see Seth at all. I cannot see. I can't even see Bubba's corner of his shoulder. He is so hidden back there, up there, with TV monitors.
Yeah.
And then the show starts, and I'm kind of trying to look between monitors and cracks, like, is he back there? And then I realize I got nothing to look at. So and then I'm looking at Dr. Dan's screen, and I realize that's just a YouTube feed. So right now we're talking. I can see your action and your reaction on a podcast. We're used to actually looking at each other and talking, even though we're in different locations.
Right.
And it's not just the word where we're blacked out. We're looking for a reaction. Well, I thought in the studio I was going to be able to see some human reactions. Like,
yeah. Like see their live feed video on your screen or something. If you can't physically see them.
Oh my God.
Physically.
So you're basically doing a phoner. You're calling in a phoner at this point, basically.
And then, what's worse is I'm looking at all these monitors, and there's big TVs on the walls and stuff where he's actually playing some of the videos he's talking about. That's a live video. Then over here's a YouTube video I can look up at, and it's us, just like the show. But the problem is it's about
delayed,
20-second delayed.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
dude, I was sitting there a couple of times, and I'm looking at that or looking at Dan's screen because I got my black screen, and then and I'm looking and I'm like going, and something's happening, and I'm seeing somebody's reaction, and I'm thinking and then there's no talk, there's no voice, and I'm thinking I missed something, and I'm messing with my volume thing over here next to my cough button, thinking I'd lost volume, and then they kicked back up, and dude, I'm telling you, it was so thrown off by all this, and I realized what I need to do is just shut my eyes and talk, but I can't do that because I got a camera on me. I look like some weirdo sitting there, so I'm remembering that this is happening. I'm telling you, it was coming at me so fast. And then I was trying to make sure.
You know who needs a cough button, not to trigger our ADHD, but to just a little callback? Your Chevron lady in Freeport. She needs a cough button real quick. Give us that cough.
That's a cough. That's a laugh.
That's it. Even it almost sounds like a cough.
That's that weed laugh. Yeah, that's that weed laugh.
Y'all go check that show out.
Smokes a lot of weed. Yeah. So it's coming at me quick, dude. I mean, everything's coming at me, and I'm trying to. I think I'm doing okay, but I'm also kind of. I remember the show before the last week when he wore out Dan for Dan coming in trying to be too Danny. When he says, "Seth, I was looking the other day," and he starts the conversation. So he wants Seth's feedback, and I was like, you know what, Bubba's got real. They had some heat going on there. You could tell Dan kind of got pissed. He kind of shut up, kind of like if you were arguing with your wife or something, and it would be like. You said something like, you know what I won't say another word.
Just a lot of testosterone.
I think I did that today, though, even with a man who right down the road said something. I was like, looking at the couch, and I was like, you know what I'll do? I'll just sit over here. Let me know you make your final decision. Like y'all being a bitch, too, right? So Dan got to be a little bit of a bitch about this.
You were a fucking mark is what you were, bro.
Yeah, for sure. About 100%.
I mean, it's okay.
It is. But so I was thinking about that, and I didn't want to be too much. I didn't want to be over the top, and I was going to wait for him to, if he talks to me, let's go after it. But I didn't want to interrupt the show, interrupt the flow. I was like, I'm not here to
which
disrupt.
Is a wise move. Yeah,
my first time coming in the studio, I don't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
They're jobbing you out. You're just taking their heat, and you're just
rolling with it, just coming in, just get in where I fit in, and then. So I'm figuring that out, but I'm still struggling looking at these monitors, and I shouldn't be looking at them. I should be looking at nothing. But, dude, I can't see anything. I can't see Seth. I can't see Bubba. Barely see Lummy over here. And then Dan leaves after 15 minutes, and now I'm in Dan's chair. Well, now, let's back up. And the other chair for the first 15 minutes, Amanda is over here just going, Chad.
I love a great deal just as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to crawl through a bed of hot coals or go out of my way just to save a few bucks. And if I am, man, it's got to be easy. No hoops, no BS. So when Mint Mobile says it's easy to get wireless for $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan, I'm going to call them out on it. Turns out, It's really that easy. It's that easy to get wireless for $15 a month. The longest part of the process was the time I spent on hold waiting to break up with my old provider. That's a nightmare. Wish everything was as easy as Mint. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk-to-text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint mobile plan and bring your old phone number with you, along with all of your existing contacts. To get this new customer offer with your 3-month premium wireless plan for only $15 a month, you must go to mintmobile.com/Bubba. That's mintmobile.com/BUBBA. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Bubba. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower on 40 gigabytes on unlimited plans. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
I was like, oh my God, is she really going to sit there and try to have a conversation with me? You know, I mean, I could just see her doing it. I was like, really? What? Leave me alone. You know, like nicely, just that look, you know, like kind of like,
yeah.
Are you serious? I'm right now. I'm on Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah,
and she's trying to tell me, dude, I'm sitting too far back in my chair. I didn't want to touch that mic and create a boom noise. So I was scared to move it. So I rolled the chair back. Well, I didn't know that, you know, my package down there was about to come flying out the side, and she could see it on the monitor. So she's trying to give me a heads up.
She read the chat is what happened.
She's like,
I was in that chat.
Scoot up. I was like, huh? And I was trying to move the mic and then cough button.
The ladies, by the way, and I'm not going to call you out, ladies, because you know who the hell you are. Y'all liked that Blasi package, didn't you? Those short shorts.
They really want that short. It was just
bulge in them blue fucking pants. Oh yeah.
Florida
all you needed him to do was to get on the mic and go, ooh. That son of a bitch. That's all you had to do.
Oh my God. So unintentional. Like I'm just trying to do a show. You know what I mean? I did not realize that this was happening. And then I realized
you're a sex symbol
and I
now,
think that's why Lummy moved me to the next chair when Dan left. I was like, let's get this guy in a better chair where he can scoot up. You know,
we were hoping you'd move Hermana's chair to begin with.
Oh my gosh. And so then I realized that.
And needed a breather.
And I'm seeing the monitor. I'm like, oh my God, you know, this is going on. So now that's happening. I got this new thing and I'm like, all right, but I'm over that kind of like whatever it is, what it is.
Oh yeah.
But dude,
that's an honor.
So after it, and this all took a while to adjust, and he's still talking to Dan. They get into a medical thing about the physician up there. I mean, I'm not going to jump in. I mean, I'm in the medical field, but like he's a plastic surgeon, general surgeon, pimp of all pimps when it comes to doctors. So I'll let him answer all those questions. I'm not going to jump in and start telling him what I think about the situation. Like, no, he's the expert. So I sit back. I sit back during all that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Corndog Barney would have been like, Reddit thinks that you butcher people. Talk to us about it. But
old JR never misses a chance to say something when he shouldn't.
That's Corndog Barney for you, that asshole.
But when John Kosteka, I think it gave that $200 gift, and he hit that horn.
Pronounced correctly.
That horn's loud, huh?
Holy cow, the whole building erupted. It's like a volcano or something. Unbelievable.
Just vibrated through you.
It's so that place is wild, man. That place I can't imagine it back in the day, like when all that's going on and they're just sitting there talking. But you still can't see Bubba.
So is this the same studio? Blasi, I'm sorry to stop you.
No, go ahead.
Studio where they were doing the Sirius show back in the day?
Dude, he's had a studio for a minute. This has been his studio for a long time.
This is like the studio.
This is the legendary studio.
Have gone. Yes. Okay, all right. I did not know that. So
this is where the history this is where it all happened.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the place. Yeah. This is the
this. If I would have known this last week, JR. My God, I can only So you got to go to the throne.
That's absolutely I did.
The castle.
That's when they were at their peak and prime, and Bubba's making $4, $5, $6 million a year. Bubba the Love Sponge on Sirius, got radio, got all this going. Flying around his own planes and stuff. This is where they were doing it from. This is where all the craziness was going down in there.
That's why the stage is in there and all of that.
Yeah, all the strippers and all the just insanity. Yes. Yeah, so
it's so nice. I love it.
I can only imagine. I've never been. I've been to Howard Stern. We just done Howard Stern before.
Oh, really?
You been in there?
With one of the. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big old place.
JR just casually.
casually.
after 2 years decides to drop that he's been to Howard Stern.
Well,
because Justin's a big fan of Howard Stern to begin with, though, right? Back in the day,
did something with one of the side host guys one time thing, and did something. I don't remember. We've been there once or twice. I know.
Arnie,
well, you got to think, dude.
those.
I've been in the music business 20 years, and radio is a big part of music. But I've been to every studio you could think of. I mean, I've been to Sirius, Spotify, blah, blah, all that. You need there is everywhere at some point. But not. I ain't been on there to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm there.
Yeah.
But
well, you're there handling.
But no, I've seen the pictures because I've watched some of Bubba's stuff live or not live, but on YouTube. And yeah, I get it. I get the gist. Yeah, there's some wild ones out there, man. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Howard Stern's that shit's huge. It's floors. Levels. Up in a big building in New York and stuff. It's wild.
Does he have goats?
Anyway.
Does he have goats?
Well, no, it's not like that. I mean, they're all different, though. Depending on where you're at. I've been to some radio stations, as you could imagine. It just depends, man. It just depends.
That thing's probably sitting. That whole studio and that whole situation's. Huh?
Tampa's a big market. Bubba's the king. I mean, Tampa's.
Dude, you pull up.
I bet it's badass.
And there's that building. It's all wrought iron gated off, and it's the BRN on the front of it. There's a big building going back. It's probably sitting on, if I had to guess, dude, that's at least 2 acres of land it's sitting on, too. Wow. It's sitting on a nice piece of property. I mean, it may be an acre, I don't know, but it looks like about 2 acres to me. It's pretty long, going all the way to the back, and then back there with the goats, and then back there with the pond past the goats and all that. So,
yeah.
Dude, it's a sweet setup. Dude, it's unfreaking believable. So, back into the flow of this show at this point, it took me 30, 40 minutes. And it finally just kind of came to, you know what I mean? Like, wow, it was just like a lot of stuff happening outside of me trying to listen and trying to not over interject and then interject and then stay on. I think I was doing okay, but dude, I had a lot of distractions of things I didn't expect that I was just kind of blown away with. And I kept looking at these monitors and I shouldn't. But it's my natural, like right now we're talking, it's my natural thing to do because it's the only thing I've ever done. And,
right.
So, and then at the end, do the sausage thing, so that, I forgot who it was, gave them all $100 bills right when I got there. I was going to do that early. And I was like, well, I think I'm going to hold off on this gift for a little while. They just all got $100 bills. All I've got is a pack of $7 sausage links for each of you. Sorry, you know what I mean? But I'm still like, it's a cool gift,
Terrible move with Seth on that, though. I mean, you got to remember he's Jewish. Come on. That's why he didn't like the sausage. I mean, he liked the sausage. He liked the thought.
Look, I didn't think about that in any way, and that's not against Seth.
I wouldn't have either. Honestly, let's be honest. Seth doesn't he doesn't really shoulder his religion a whole hell of a lot.
Look,
I mean,
it's funny you just said that. I actually just kind of felt bad because I never thought that in any way against Seth. It was not I'm gonna get everybody sausage, but Seth is not gonna eat the sausage. I know he's gonna eat the sausage. I get that. But it was not to be like that at all. Yeah,
dude, I know that everybody listening to this knows that. I just wanted to rattle your cage on that. That was Corndog Barney again.
It's just a thing from Alabama that people gift. I mean, to people not from Alabama because it's one of our biggest, things we put out there.
I mean, you had to say that, didn't you, Brent? I hadn't thought about it at all.
I know.
I didn't think
about it. I didn't say that. It wasn't Brantley.
I almost feel like maybe
that was Corndog, baby.
Am I anti-Semitic?
Get the shit straight.
Does that make me anti-Semitic in probably today's day and age? It probably does. And I'm not trying to.
You got to ask Seth. I mean, I think you maybe owe him an apology.
Man, I mean, I should have more. I mean, I should be more in tune.
This is probably why you have heat.
Wow,
see,
that's exactly
if you ever
why
really thought I've got heat. Maybe it's because you're an anti-Semite, bro.
Wow, man, I didn't.
Are projected as one. I don't think you are. For the record,
I think
Tigs,
you should have took the
Brantley,
sausage
and Corndog. Well, Corndog thinks you are, but 2 of the 3 don't.
Yeah, that's.
I think you should have took. I'm just disappointed you didn't take the sausage and when you were handing it to Bubba, put it down by your crotch and act like you were shaking it at him, and then make him grab it down
he couldn't see Bubba. I think that was the problem. He would have had to have jumped
add another
up and made it Bubba's space where he probably would have been shot.
No, I just had it in my bag right here.
Range.
I had my sack right here. I had my sack of sausage right here.
You should have had your sack of sausage out. You should have.
Fair.
And I opened up my sack and pulled out my sausage, and to show him my sausage. I mean, great
sack up off the chair.
Can you even believe I did all this before my pants and all that? I bring sausage. I mean, I planned the whole thing.
You brought sausage to a sausage fest. That was the irony. That's what I thought you were trying to do.
And then
I thought that
showed
was a joke.
sausage to half of the ladies, all 5 of them that were watching. They loved it, though.
I mean, just theme of the show should have been the sausage show. So
y'all want some of my sausage? That's what it should have been. Y'all want some of
And
my
it was
sausage?
never. It was funny. It was nothing sexual. There was nothing sausage. It was
It
actually
came across that way.
Okay. It
It
started
did
with
come across that way.
I'm going to bring them some fine Alabama sausage. I just thought it'd be good because they
Yeah.
like to eat stuff. And I was like, never had Conecuh sausage. That's special. Like when they do try it, they hadn't tried it. They need to try that. Like,
Charcuterie board would have been a little too much.
It's a
Dude, you
great
take that,
gift
you throw it on
amongst
the
a
grill.
mature crowd. It's a great gift amongst a mature crowd.
And then I was like, how can I play this in? And I was like, okay, it's a sausage fest because it's a bunch of dudes in there. I'll open it up talking about, hey, because actually I had a whole different opening. Amanda was like, that is awful if you say that. You're going to sound like you're gay. And I was like, no, they're not going to think I'm gay. I think I'm being funny. Like, this is what they do in there. This is what dudes do.
Is that what you thought about what you did? Was that
Well,
what
then
you
you got me
think
thinking
what
about
you
that,
did?
and I was like,
Tigs
and
Bits
then
exclusive. What were you going to say?
Yeah.
dude, something like, I can't think of, this is the best sausage festival that I've ever been to. And I was like, and it was like, yeah, that does sound a little
Well,
gay,
that is
right?
not a good one. Yeah,
It's not.
Thank
So
God.
she actually made me
Thank
redirect.
you, Amanda.
Yeah,
Handler.
she helped me
Handler won
out.
on that one. Woo.
Yeah, it was not good. I wasn't trying to be like that either. It was not the purpose of it. It was like the purpose of it was to bring them sausage tied into the sausage. There's a bunch of dudes there. And here's some sausage and enjoy. But I'm also opening the doors to Conecuh sausage, which is really good sausage. And
Well, yes,
and they pay us
we
nothing.
haven't had a
Like,
chance to get to the editing of that, and that will happen post this show
But-
of our fine friends at Conecuh Sausage. I think it was a beautiful way to introduce people to the best sausage, not only in the South but in America. And this is a guy who makes sausage. I love to go to a sausage party. I love to smoke some sausage. I love sausage, but no one does sausage better than our friends at Conecuh. Conecuh Sausage. Go look them up. If you're ever in Alabama, get all you can. Where's that place at? Where
Evergreen, Alabama,
Evergreen,
the exit on
Alabama.
Right off the
65. Dude,
Stop
it's
there.
right
You
off
can
the
get
interstate.
specialty packs.
Oh, my
And
God,
tell them
dude.
Tigs Bits sent you.
Please tell them they got
See,
everything.
that's what you
Oh.
should have done. You showed up with a damn grocery bag with a couple packs of sausage in it. You should have. I mean, let them just. Why don't you just tell them we're poor? We should have took them a gift basket from Conecuh with the damn.
Yeah, you should
basket
have
and
given
the
them all
ribbon
a
and
card, a handmade
Yeah.
card.
the gift bag, the gift box that comes with some extra stuff, and it looks cute. It's kind of like something you give as a gift, and we'll put it over here. Thank you for the gift, even if they don't eat it or like it or not. And still, they re-gift it. No, you just take them a damn grocery sack with a couple packs of sausage in it. Jeez.
But it was not just
You
a
just walked in
grocery
with a
pack.
shirt. Hey, we're poor.
It really
Our
was.
show,
And I
makes,
realized
our
that
show
when I-
makes zero money. Please,
Now,
this is all
to
we
be
got.
fair, tell everybody right now, Blasi, what the gift was prior.
Oh,
to-
it was some
to sausage.
merchandise.
If you say a dozen roses, you're out.
Besides the merchandise,
No.
no, you were taking on something
it
else.
was. I was going to bring him a sack of fish food.
Handler don't know,
A sack of
but
fish
I
food.
know.
Sack of fish food. A sack of fish food.
How
'Cause
do
I'm
you
watching
think that would have gone, Handler?
walking
a
there with
sack of fish food?
A
Yeah,
sack
big
of
sack.
fish food.
Like to feed the fish out in the pond out back. I've noticed the other day they were low on fish food. And I was like, dude, the fish got to eat. If you want to grow these fish to be something special, which is a big project for the Goat Report, like, when they talk about the fish, like, you need some good fish food. So I was going to bring some fine fish food. Like, I was just trying to think of something kind of funny to walk in with,
They'd have probably gave you $20 and said, "Here's some gas for your tractor," and I head on back
Get
to
your Uber ass out of here and don't peel the tires. Is what they would have said.
Don't run over our goats on your tractor going home to Panhandle.
yeah, I know. And then I came up with the sausage because I was
Actually,
going to get.
I kind of like that one, but I got to still make a joke out of it. But that's actually not the worst.
Yeah,
gift.
I was going to stop at
it's-
Tractor Supply
No,
on
the
the
Conecuh's
way
not
out.
a bad gift.
But I'm such a stickler for time. I wanted to leave between 9 and 9:30, and so I hear 9 and 9:30. Let's leave 9:15. That's what my mind says. But Amanda, being a woman, we left literally at 9:30. Now she kept it in the time frame. We're good. So I was going to stop into Funiac and get some fish food, but then I was like, you know what? I'm not getting fish food. I just hit the interstate. I was like, because now I feel like I'm 30 minutes behind, even though I did, in fairness, tell her 9:30. So we're trucking. It wasn't until Marianna, Florida, I was like, I started thinking, I was like, I got to bring them something. I was like, let's stop there. There's a Winn-Dixie. I'm going to drive there. I'm going to get some sausage. I drive like 10 miles off the interstate. I didn't realize it was that far to go to this Winn-Dixie. They'll have it. I get in there. They don't have it, dude. I go back there. I find the manager, and I was like, hey, man, do y'all not have Conecuh sausage? Because I was asking
Need
a
my
person.
shit.
And they had no idea what I was saying. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is a Winn-Dixie. Dixie. And I was like, y'all have Conecuh sausage, right? You know, I was like, I didn't see any back there. Y'all out? Y'all have something? He's like, no, we don't carry that. And I was like, are you kidding me? Dude. So then I start I'm freaking out now because I was like, I really wanted sausage. I was thinking the whole sausage thing. Dude, Walmart in Marianna, Florida still carries Conecuh sausage. And come to find out, give Walmart props. In Tampa, Florida today, you can buy Conecuh sausage.
There you go.
They carry it all over now. That's new. It used to just be a Southeast thing right up here, dude. Yeah, so huge deal for the Conecuh sausage. And so anyway, that's how I got the sausage. It was just a last-minute deal because our shirts didn't come in. And the fish food thing, I was running late.
What a debacle with the shirts. What a debacle we had.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I had to address it and just flat out, I wanted to throw Blasi, the one-man posse, under the bus.
You did.
Oh, I did throw you under the bus.
Oh, so you wanted to.
You did.
You
did.
Y'all
both fumbled that exchange.
We both fumbled.
That was just a bad tag team match.
And I admitted it. But Blasi, as was the MO that day, Blasi, he just went
I saved your ass that day, though. You don't even realize it.
Oh, here y'all go. Now y'all are heel turn on each other. Is this where Shawn Michaels kicks Marty Jannetty?
This is it.
What did you do? Tell me, Blasi, please.
After you got done burying my ass, and I'm sitting there going like what I wanted to really say, but I didn't say it because I was like, no, we're still a first class operation. I won't expose some things. I was like, no, dude, you think I'm going to ship that to them and let them get that shirt and see the quality of that thing? I have no idea what's coming in the mail. I need to see this shit first. You know what I mean? Let's be real. It's coming from Etsy, right? Sprintify.
It ain't coming from Etsy. It's coming from Printify. They're a fine shipping and printing company.
Again,
fantastic.
Never seen this new shirt that you got. It's a cotton shirt.
This amazing.
Bubba doesn't wear those silk shirts that you wear.
Currently,
he doesn't wear the. He doesn't do the silk shirts. He's not a silk shirt guy. He wants a big, thick cotton shirt. He wants it black, and the white lettering on there would be beautiful. I just need to see it first. I needed to before I hand him a shirt.
But it wasn't there.
It's
for you
here,
to have.
and it actually looks good. Okay, but I did
wasn't
not
there
want
for you to have.
I was not going to ship that to them direct for them to get it and go, this is garbage, and they just wear us out because we're a low-budget operation.
I understand that, and that's great. That's great. But I did replay the footage. I did go back to the tape. And the tape of the official announcement, because we're going so damn fast we can't keep up with ourselves, was the live on that Thursday prior to you going. There is no way in hell unless, and as you said on the show, you didn't know how to do next day air, or that was even an option because you didn't ask. You just did it. But it was, and we could have just sent it to them. Again, I understand you didn't know the quality. I do know the quality of the shirt. It's a fantastic quality. It's one of the greatest quality. It's one of the greatest quality shirts you're ever going to find.
Exactly right.
One of the best. It's huge. It's going to be a huge
really good
success.
shirt, guys.
Hal loves it. Trump loves it. America loves it. Blasi, you need to love it.
Moving on, guys. Moving on.
He wants to move it forward. He wants to move it forward. I love it. So
Blasi has trust issues with Tiggy's merchandise.
All right, you know what?
He does.
That's
yeah,
actually
it's
my
okay.
fault. Listen,
it's okay.
I'm in the studio. If I'm there, I'm okay for you to throw me under the bus because you're not there. I'm not there.
Yeah,
it's
because
fine.
you had thrown us both, me and the handler, under the bus
I did.
for
I'm
2
in the
damn
studio.
hours.
I got train horns blowing.
We gotta come in.
They got an Alabama monitor going with a minute behind delay. They put me on the slow computer, and
the beauty is that
it's amazing I did what I did.
It is. It really is. But I knew that I could come on there, and I knew Lummy was ready to go at me, and he did. I love it. And I knew that Rhett and Colton, I knew that I could get some probing questions, raise a little interest. I did. So mission accomplished. That's what the fuck you do when you go on a show, Blasi.
You're right. No, you did a great job.
Yeah, that's what a pro does.
JR coming in on the after show. All right, so listen, my plan was to do this podcast and talk about the main show, the after show, and then the whole game day deal. Dude, there's no way I can get to the game day stuff today. It would be a 2-hour podcast, so I guess we got to save that for Thursday. But I would.
Yeah, we're gonna have a live. Y'all will be hearing this, but then you can go back to hear the second half of our.
How about
live.
I finish the after show because that brings in JR, the after show portion,
Let's
right?
Okay, this is almost like a prequel,
this is
trilogy. This is our second trilogy.
This is going to take 15, 20 more minutes, guys. Like this is what it is. Like
it is what it is.
And then we got to shut it down. There's no way to make it through this second half.
That's it. This is a big week for us.
So, the show goes great, man. You know what I mean? I still haven't seen Bubba The Love Sponge, and I didn't mention this. About halfway through, I got wondering, I was just like, is he really here? Like, you know what I mean? Am I really in the studio with Bubba? I think it's
Bubba
a joke.
AI.
I think they're all going to come out and start laughing at me. He's somewhere else. He doesn't even operate here. I mean, I swear, my brain was really working. I was in a strange place a little bit because I couldn't see him, dude. I kept looking between monitors. There was just nothing back there. There was no movement, no shadows. It was just like I hear this voice in my headphones. And then between things, he's barking stuff at me, you know. Blasi, what you got? Where's that sausage? Because I'm in the pack. And I'm like, I just hear this voice. And I was like, he's not really here, is he? I think he's at the house or something, you know? So anyway, all of a sudden the show ends. And, dude, Bubba steps out from behind that whole Wizard of Oz, like, setup he's got up there. He's elevated above you. He's blocked off from visuals. And then he comes out and, you know, and we talked for a minute. So, dude, it was awesome. I was like, okay, I'm really here. Then he's like, hang around for the after show, you know? And I was like, oh, yeah. You know, this is a weekly wrap-up show. And I was like, oh, yeah, I mean, I will. And then Lummy, he's like, yeah, get Amanda a mic. You get a mic. You know, we'll get Colton coming in. We got Rhett coming in. And Lummy's like, we don't have enough cameras set up for all this, Bubba. You know, yeah, just make it happen. I'm going to go up here. Listen, all of y'all right now, I'm going up to the front of the studio. And I'm going to get my massage chair, and I don't want to be bothered. Like, none of y'all. I don't want to see anybody in here. Nobody bother me.
He loves that damn massage chair. Have you ever sat in one of those chairs, by the way?
I've sat in one of those chairs. I didn't sit in his chair, but I have sat in those chairs.
Oh, my God. My buddy Rack has one of those. Almost, I think it's the damn exact kind of chair. Holy shit, dude. It will change your life. Continue.
Yeah, it massages your calves and does everything.
Your feet,
yeah,
all of it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. I'd never leave it either. I get it, Bubba.
Yeah. But so anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm kind of toying with like leaving. Like, I don't want to mess up Lummy. Like, Bubba walks out. I was like, Lummy, listen, she doesn't really care about getting on the show. I was like, he said, yeah, no, it's fine. He said, I just have to get another deal. I said, no, I'm fine. I said, I can go too, buddy. I don't want to mess up your whole weekly wrap-up show, you know? And then Bubba comes busting back through the doors. Blasi, you going to be on the show? You going to hang around, aren't you? And I was just like, oh, yeah. You know, even though I was trying to get out, trying to help out Lummy, make things easier for him. And I'm like, I guess I'm here. But Amanda's going to hang around. We're going to do this. He said, sounds great. And then all of a sudden, dude, they all disappear. It's like everybody's like a vanishing act. They were all gone. And just Amanda and I are standing in the studio. So I'm taking some pictures. I'm getting next to the championship belt, going up there looking at the podcast stage, looking at all the bust up there. Like, you know, very, you know, just kind of taking it like a museum, you know, just taking the whole thing in. And then I was
Your
like,
holy grail.
I was like, well, I needed to walk outside. Oh, yes, I'm going to go see the goats, you know, like between, because we've got about 15, 20 minutes we're supposed to start. I was like, oh, my God, the only way back out of this place is back out of this door, back, and it's dark outside there, and then through the other door, which is the front, which is Bubba. This is the way we came in. I was like, I know no other way. I was like, I'm not bothering Bubba. I was like, we're kind of stuck.
No, you don't want to bar.
And, dude, I had to use the bathroom, but then I remember the bathroom was through that next door where Bubba was. I'm not going there either. I was just like, I guess I'm just stuck in the studio. I just can't leave, you know?
Look for a Gatorade bottle?
I was about to, man, because I was in trouble. And I was like, what do I do? And I found, but anyway, I held off on that for a minute. That's a different story. But then I looked at the kitchen and we went through there. I was like, oh, there's a door. It's like it's going out the side. Let's go. And then we go and we're going through there. And all of a sudden, dude, we go through out of the kitchen. There's this door going out of the side of the building. I open. As soon as I open it, upstairs, these stairs upstairs where Merch Creek, I think, has all the merchandise and all this stuff. Bella's up there, and Bella just goes nuts. I was like, oh, my God. You know, Bubba's trying to sleep, and I'm, get out, man. And I shut the door real fast, and we just kind of take off running around the corner to the back of the building. I was like, oh, my God.
Like a bull in a china shop.
Man, I'm like a little kid snooping around a building, too. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? So that's how we got
favorite thing.
That I do was. It is. And nobody, like, everybody disappeared. I don't know where they went. And other than Bubba, I know he's in his chair. And so, dude, we go out there and we check out the goats and all that. I got some selfies with the goats, you know, Hootie and
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I got and baby and all that. So got some good selfies. The ducks came walking up. I call one of them "Damn It the Duck," but I don't know I don't think they have real names yet.
That short's coming out this week.
Hold on just a minute. I think I need a little bit.
We talked about that in the live.
I think another shot of cologne of this.
Oh
alpha.
yeah, you do.
Oh yeah,
little Bubba Alpha.
I was getting where I couldn't smell myself. But
I can't wait to be there in a couple of weeks and smell that for myself. And if that bottle,
dude, it's
comes
actually
up, missing y'all. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
No,
Got plenty of them now.
Probably going to steal it. Just straight up telling y'all right now that damn cologne's coming back with me.
that's cologne. But you know what? Thank you for telling me that. You'll never see that cologne.
Yeah, what size
Well,
are
I
those
gotta
shoes?
smell it. You gotta at least spray it on me. I gotta smell.
You know what's funny? These
Bubba
shoes.
Alpha.
All right, so she went and grabbed those at the last minute. So, hey, listen, I don't have your size because I wear 12. I only have 11 or 12 and a half. I was like, well, just give me an 11. And she said, what are you going to do with them? I was like, I'll probably just go put them on a shelf. You know what's scary? Those things run a little big because I put them on. They fit beautifully.
Oh,
Yeah,
when I got home.
That 12 and a half would have fit me just
You're
perfectly.
gonna wear them.
I
one
would
time.
have.
You need to wear them one time.
JR, I thought about that. That was my other, because I remember you talking about you got that, 13 or something.
13, yeah.
Yeah, big old foot. And I was like, get that 12 and a half for JR. But I was like, you know what? They just go on the shelf. They'll just go at 11. Of course, I had to try them on.
And then
And they do fit. They fit great.
Now you're like, what do I do?
I know. I want to wear them
I
so
can
bad.
tell
It's
you
so
right
pimp.
now,
the little Bubba on one shoulder saying, wear them, dumbass. And the Bubba on the other shoulder saying, no, put them up. They'll be worth millions.
Look, you could get another. You could get another Bubba autograph. I guarantee it.
I know, but
I guarantee it.
You never know. But there's no guarantees in life, Barney. There's no guarantees in life.
What if you had
True.
some Jordan 1 signed by Michael Jordan right now? First pair of Air Jordans, you never wore them, still in the box, and you signed by Michael Jordan. How much would those be worth?
Yeah, and then he went on. Then he went on a
30 million?
a mission trip. Then he went on a mission trip in South America. No one ever saw him again. They're worth a gajillion.
Joe Burrow did give
Never know.
Riley his sweatband that he wore, his wristband that he wore against Utah State in Tiger Stadium.
Nice. You probably get
And
about 30 or 40 cents for that.
It's in a trophy case. I can tell you that. And
Jesus
every now and then
Christ.
it brings its
What to
way
make sure?
out. Oh, yeah.
To what? Make
Yeah,
sure the moisture don't build up inside the case. You try to preserve the case for something worth some money.
If you want his DNA, I have it at my house.
No one does. Burn that thing. Save humanity.
Now calm down with your Alabama Roll Tide. It'll be fine.
The tiny hand guy.
Corndog Barney. Corndog Barney and Elephant fucking JR.
Here we
Here
go.
we go. We're not doing this
Here
tonight,
we go.
JR. It's
I
summer.
was
It's
tired of
summer.
Blasi getting all the heat. I'm the Colonel Ron Fuller here. I got to get some heat every now and then too, even though I'm just the manager. You know.
But,
I'm in the land of corn dogs right now. I'm in Houma, Louisiana.
That is
coming to
true.
You guys tonight. Yeah, I'm down here.
He is
down
in
to
the land of
Bayou.
corn
Terrible
dogs.
Parish.
That
I
flag
thought
makes
about
Down
way
to
sense now.
Bayou. That's right.
I thought about
I
that
bet
today,
you've eaten good.
driving around though. Oh yeah, fantastic, buddy. Had redfish. Went to a place called Spigot's brew pub thing here in Houma earlier
Okay.
tonight.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had some redfish with some crawfish cream sauce, some dirty rice, and some fried Brussels sprouts. Fantastic. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
Went to Off the
Louisiana,
Hook
baby.
Went to Off the Hook last night. Got my fried shrimp, fried catfish, my potato salad. I got some etouffee. I mean, just I love
Is the
it.
Off the Hook, is that
love
that
it.
fast, like the faster?
Yeah.
I've
Fast
seen
food
them in
place, yeah.
Lafayette. I haven't had
Dude,
one. I
it's
think
fine.
they're coming to Baton Rouge. too. It's awesome. It's good.
Fine. For a Bon Ton burger, the T-Boy burger, it's so good. Yeah, it's fine. For fast food, it's
I
mean,
think
if you're
that
like
the- I
that,
think
if you're
they
like
have
that,
a
if
fast
you like
food
really
joint, huh?
good.
Yes,
it's
I think
like
they have a
it's fast food
concept
joint.
here, Blasi. Let's tell them
Oh.
about this. So it's like a faster. I don't know. I've never had an experience. Is it fast food? I mean, it goes just as fast as a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Burger King, any of them.
Yeah, that's fast food.
Yeah.
Okay,
Normally,
so yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you get fried shrimp, these burgers,
wow.
shit you get
Catfish, chicken
Louisiana.
fingers.
But this
Yep.
isn't
Etouffee,
like
red
your
beans, the whole deal.
this isn't like your New York Cajun food or your
Yeah.
Nebraska Cajun food. No offense to any of these. This is like authentic stuff.
So this is
And
Cajun food fast.
From what yes.
Fast food Cajun food.
That-
Yep. And
That's
it's
what
fine.
they say. I've been
What's the
hearing
name of
more
it?
about it.
What is
I
the
haven't
name of
tried it. I'm going to do a review. How about that? I'm
the
going
name
to
of
give
it?
us a review on it. Or JR, while still
Off the
there,
hook.
go get
Off
the hook.
Go get us
Okay.
some shrimp. Go get a shrimp po'
He's so
boy tomorrow and
excited. He
give us
doesn't
a
know what I'm
review.
saying.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yep. It's
I
fire.
want a shrimp po'
It's
boy
fire.
review. Anyhow,
I
back to
had,
Bubba.
anyway, it was fire. But so yes,
We'll talk
down
about
here in
this
land
on the
of corn
live.
dogs, good times, good food. Anyway, just dropping that in there because I am on location
Yeah.
tonight
He
down
is
the
on
bike.
Yes, you are.
That's what I was going to say earlier. I was thinking about this earlier. I love the South so much. Y'all know I do, and I love everywhere. There's beautiful parts of our country, beautiful parts of the world, but I'm just a sucker for the South, man. Whether it's Elmore County, Alabama, or Baldwin County, Alabama, or Walton County, Florida, or Hines County, Mississippi, or Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Give me that
or
dirty
Williamson
South,
County,
baby.
Tennessee. I just love the South, man. It's just got what I like. I like it. It's hot as hell. Everybody's bitching about it being hot. Hell, I'm used to it. I love it.
That's
just,
right. Yeah, I'm
you
like,
know,
hell, I'm not
fine,
sweating
whatever.
quite as much as I usually do. It's not
Exactly,
that bad. And
it's
then I got in the
fine.
truck, it's 103, and on the asphalt coming home today was like literally 100. Whatever, who cares?
We're getting
man?
acclimated early this year, and it's fine. Like it just
That's exactly right.
Spring was great, and extended and fantastic. And then summer said, you know what? Bam, I'm here, baby.
Here we are.
Watch out. June said it's time to
We
roll.
hit
June
summer
is a new,
solstice
June
hits.
is the new July. You know, like this
Yeah.
is it. Like this is
Dude,
steady.
it's going to be
But
a
I
hell
have
of a
noticed that I
hurricane
won't get into the
season.
weather, but I feel like August has been a cooler month the last 3 or 4 years than June and July just beat us in the face.
They
And
have.
August
That's
used to be
not-
that month that just really
yes.
killed us.
That's
And for
June and July.
several years now it's June
Yeah.
and July, man. But it's
Yeah.
fine. Like whatever. I mean, it's all good to me. But
So back to Bubba. Bubba. So
let's-
we're
after
kind
the show,
of wrapped up. You finished
You're
the
outside.
show.
well, yeah, I'm outside.
Yeah,
so
we're
we did the go.
outside.
Now it's time. So I'm going to wiggle back in, right? And I did leave out during the show. I did walk from. I went to the other bathroom, which was up front. And
Yeah, you slammed the door. I thought you were
slammed
gonna
the
leave that
dang
out.
door. I did. Yeah, I forgot I slammed the door. And I didn't know what happened until I got in the chair. I was looking around. Everybody's looking at me. I was like, what? And they're like, you slammed the door. And I was like, oh my God, I did slam the door. What am I thinking? You know, I've been worried about this dang cough button and touching this
You
mic.
didn't
and
even
all.
realize you slammed
I didn't want to
to
move the mic like a quarter of an inch. I was afraid to be like, even they're sitting, you know, Bubba just is
They
up in
touch
this
the
thing.
damn
all-
thing
I
all
know.
the
and
You're
they're
time.
like,
supposed to.
If
You're
you
supposed to
move
get
it-
up in it.
if you move it,
Yeah,
it's
you
like-
have
to
to
get
get
up
in
in
it.
I know. I didn't.
It ain't gonna hurt
I
nothing.
panicked, dude. Like I thought everything changed. I thought the game had changed on me. So anyway, back to this. So I come back in,
This
and
is
I
just
still
like
got,
his golf shot. This is the exact same story, JR, but with the damn long drive. We've
Yeah.
heard this before.
Well, I've got
It's
to.
okay.
I've got to piss still.
Learn from it.
Bubba's still up front. He's napping there. You're gonna nap in the whole. Is there another bathroom? He said, "Yeah, there's one right here." And I was like, "Okay." And I open this door, and there's no light switch inside. I walk inside, I turn my phone on, look at the light. Look outside the door, no light switch outside. I was like, "What?" I'm just walking in here. I mean, it's a small bathroom too, and I walk in, just shut the door black, just leave my flashlight on, sit on the back of the toilet, and I'm peeing. Well, I'm sitting there. All of a sudden, the lights turn on, and somebody comes in the bathroom with me, and it's Colton. And I was like, hey, you know, hey, you make that quick noise, you know. And Colton's like, oh, sorry. Of course, it's funny. He actually came in first, and then he turned the lights on. It was a weird combination of lights and coming in. But anyway, he's there. But he backs out. Oh yeah, he was great. I'm totally kidding. But but I was like, damn, I didn't find that light switch come out, and I was like, where's the lights? Dude, it's so crazy. It's actually around like the trim over here around the corner. Like it makes no sense to not have that light switch inside or at least outside where you see it. I was like, no, I totally agree. I'm sorry about that. You know, whatever, blah blah blah. So, dude, we get ready to sit down. So Colton's sitting in Dan's seat. I'm sitting back in Anna's chair. Now he's got my computer up. Dude, this computer now, I'm looking at their feed because I'm getting everything ready. This thing is a minute and 10 seconds behind. Like, even the chat is a minute. And I'm like, damn, they set me at the Alabama computer. You know what I mean? I know I'm from Alabama. We're slow. Like, they really gave me an Alabama computer.
They gave you all the hardest things possible to
Everything,
make your.
man.
They don't want you to come. Think about it. They don't want you to come to their territory as a baby face from another territory. Come to their territory and get a clean finish in the middle of the ring with their stars.
Already a mark.
They did. They really set it up.
They're putting everything against you. Yeah, you get no
and JR
shine.
and I know this already going into our experience.
See, I wasn't
we
thinking that.
know that we have no shot, so we're probably going to play it just like you did, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not, but
it's a heck of an experience. And, you know, and then again, like the chats, I'm trying to not look at the screen because that's messing me up. But at least I can see these three characters right here. I know Lumy's back there in the big box, and I actually watched him walk back there, so he's back there. You know, I'm kind of getting used to that, but now the chat's so far behind. They're talking about what's happening in the chat, and I can't even see it yet. It's literally another 45 seconds before my chat, and I'm even looking over there like, dude, why y'all got a faster chat than me? Like y'all putting me way, way, way in the hole here. So I was kind of struggling, but that's when JR started chiming in. They were talking about, I see JR. Where's he at? And JR's jumping in there, and they were asking about my hands. Once again, back to the whole mic thing earlier.
yes.
dude, I'm scared to move. Like, you know what I mean? You got a
Okay,
cough button,
so that,
mic button.
that is what we asked this
And that was
question
the water.
at the 4-minute mark of the show.
I was dehydrated too, but that was the water.
Dehydrated.
I was just like
hammered.
Yeah, I actually
A
held my
little
hands.
hungover
Look,
at this point.
if you'll notice, I kept my fingers were
Nervous.
probably interlaced, and that's a purposeful move to lock down the arms and hands to not.
I did notice that actually.
Yes, that's what you do.
That.
When I bring them together, everything disengages. You know what I mean? The shoulders relax. Everything's fine. So I can sit here and talk for hours as long as I do this. When they come apart, you know what I mean? Everything's back alive, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You can get
Danger Will Robinson.
Okay.
It all starts happening again until I bring them back and they all just settle in. So I had to do that. I was worried about that mic.
Towards the end of the show of the recap, you kind of started getting a little energy. You started coming back alive. Honestly, when I called in, you got alive.
The game,
you just needed somebody. You needed somebody there with you.
I needed familiarity to come towards me because it was the speed of the game was way faster than I was prepared for, and I was just trying to stay like just behind it a step, but with it. So it's like I could think what's happening next, but I'm really just a step behind, and I'm playing right behind the 8-ball. So, dude, it was unfreaking believable experience, like to be on that show. To be there, to be invited there, like Seth allowing that opportunity. Lummy was so cool. He came walking by me when Bubba yelled at him during the show to come bring him something. And, dude, he looked down at me with this little look one time, like kind of smiled, like, you know, in a way, like, it's a shit show, isn't it? I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
this ain't what you were expecting.
But this is what I do every day. Yeah, he knew I was. He knew exactly where I was, you know? He just kind of looked at me and smiled.
He did.
Just that smirk of like, yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking.
I
know what
the
you're
first
thinking.
time I did this too. Yeah, it's like, holy shit, what have I got myself into?
And I thought
that's
that
where
as
we're
he
at.
did that. I wanted Lummy to come back
at.
and save me after that, but Lummy kind of let me just, you know, it's like sink or swim, you know. But you know, I get it. That was my job, sink or swim. I even said it before that. I sent that to text, boys, y'all. That my buddies on our PICAP text threads, 32 of us. And I sent them a link to the show. I was like, come watch me sink or swim. You know, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to give you everything I got, you know. So
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think you did. Man. And look, I think if you look, here's the beauty of this whole deal. This story's been told, and we're not going to mess up this week when we go live. So if you want to hear the rest of this story, the other parts of this story,
the
that
game
Blasi
day
is not
situation is crazy.
The game day, Blasi, give us what is on your board right now that you have not got to?
Good Lord. All right. So let me make sure. All right. Yep. So, dude, I've got game day. We've got the pre-party. We've got the pre-party where they're making sure I'm coming to the pre-party. And then we've got the pre-party, and then we've got the game, and then we got the post, like, after party, right?
Yeah.
And I was involved in all three of those stages, like, you know, and dude, and like the Bubba Army, and dude, it's next level, and it's crazy, and like everything that happened, it was you talking there it is again. It's all happening so fast, and you're trying to, and there's people around you want to see. I had big misses. I had big misses that I didn't get to talk to, but I had great connections too. So that's what we're going to get to tomorrow. We'll break all that down tomorrow and get into all that. But, you know, finishing up that after show, dude, it was so cool with you and JR. JR coming in, sitting there talking about it. I'm getting a minute behind after they're talking about it, getting finally popping up, watching it bubble up. And then Brantley, it actually did bring some comfort to the, you know, like, it's like y'all kind of
like immediate comfort, like, oh,
wake
shit,
up,
this
you know,
is finally live.
I would have
This
called
is live.
Bubba's show if I had the damn number. That's kind of on us. We should have had the number ready to call.
Y'all should have been. Y'all should have been calling
prepared.
in and to try to drive that last hour and try to create.
Oh yeah.
See, you know what?
Man.
You're exactly right. Y'all threw me out there and just said,
"My bad."
You're not.
We
checking,
didn't have.
You're not checking your phone. I guess. You're not checking
He said
your
I didn't
text.
check
No,
my
I'm not
phone.
checking my text.
JR. He said I didn't check my phone. You checked your phone 11 times throughout those 3 hours. I checked. I went.
No,
back
what
to
you
the
watched
film.
me do, and I sent you one of those pictures. I took a picture of Amanda. I took pictures of the studio. I was taking pictures.
I saw you. I saw you
randomly.
taking pictures. Everybody else did. If everybody wanted to
Amanda's
analyze
texting
that,
me
they're
telling
like,
me
what
not
is
to
this
do
perv?
stuff. She's like,
is he trying to take a little
your
side
balls are coming
selfie
out of your
Dr.
pants
Dan
right now? You need to get your balls back in your pants and pull up to the chair immediately. eject. And I was like, well, this is really happening. Like, and I'm trying to scoot.
We should have. We should have talked about it beforehand and made sure we knew. Here's the number. Call in when we're going. Blah blah.
Yeah,
Prep.
yeah,
I was
we-
never
it was a
nervous.
big look.
I was just overwhelmed, and I was just it was.
We've
one,
all
one time
failed.
I thought I took a hit of
Ultimately-
acid, and I was sitting there tripping on acid. Like it was just so bizarre. But
That
I was
would've
never
been better.
nervous. I was never nervous.
You're
It
nervous.
was just,
It's okay.
No, it was.
Ultimate.
It was.
We
it
failed
was,
on merch.
It was a lot, man. The game was so fast.
We're
and
not ready
furious
for the.
and
We're
different.
almost ready for the. We are ready for the big time, but these are some rookie mistakes. These are. We're going to learn from this, Blasi.
Yeah.
Well, our takeaway: made a few mistakes, a few blunders. Overall, though, came out jabbing. I think we look
Oh,
good
yeah.
out of the whole
Made a
deal.
huge
We've just
impression
done
with
an
the Bubba
hour
Army.
and a half talking about it. I hope that we didn't put anybody to sleep. I don't think we did. This show was dynamic.
I can't
this
wait,
is
man.
us.
Look, listen,
This is
Bubba
us.
Army, and dude, I can't wait to talk about these people when tomorrow.
I can't
We
wait
won't
to
do
hear
the call
more
in and chime
whenever
in,
we
too.
record. And
Yeah.
tomorrow,
People,
meaning,
there's
look,
not a
you're listening to this today. This came out on Friday. This is the meat and potatoes of the whole deal. But wait, there's more. Go back. Listen to the live that we just did last night, Thursday
Yes,
night. Go to our
you're
YouTube.
right.
Go to Tigs Bit Show. You can listen to that one where we're going to get into these other stories. And I have some feelings, some
Almost
side
listen to that
stories and maybe
first.
side quests.
yes.
I mean, yeah, this is beautiful because
it is.
this is
It
Bubba
is.
Week.
It's great.
This is an
It's just
official
Bubba Week. It
Official
is.
Bubba Week.
I
This is
thought
Bubba
I could
Week.
do that. Thought I was going to do all this tonight, and then tomorrow night we just take live stuff. But no, it's impossible, and I knew it was.
It's
I started
impossible.
breaking this down and trying to unpack it. I still left
Yeah.
stuff out about this, but it's like I actually did a pretty good job of checking most.
You did.
off
I think
everything.
overall, as ADHD as we are, and this show can be, I think we
And that took
fit
over an hour to
everything
do
in.
that.
Yeah, it did. It's okay. It was fun, but we fit it all in. You heard everything. We rambled. You see how this is. Tiggy doesn't have time to edit this, so you're going to hear the whole damn thing, minus a little
Dude.
technical difficulties at about the 30-minute mark, and beyond that, we're rocking and rolling.
That's
And
it. That's it. Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
this is what we do.
I'll sum up this show, and then we can wrap up with whatever else. I'll sum up this first half of the situation. I will say this.
That's what it
To
is.
te-
It's
to
just the
te-
first half.
To tease into our live on Thursday, dude, y'all can't. I can't wait for y'all to experience the magnitude and the power and love and dude of the Bubba Army.
Yeah.
Like when you're around these people, like you're talking about just good folks, man. Like hardworking middle class Americans out there, heavy equipment operators. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, dude. Is just like
they'll give you the shirt off their
electricians, like,
back. They'll
dude, they
kick
will
somebody's
freaking
ass
do
for you. These are our
anything
people.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like just like unreal. Like my mind is
I can't wait
blown
to
when I
meet 'em
can't
all,
tell-
man.
tell you what I went through, and I can't wait for y'all to go down there and meet these because dude, they got us. Like they, yeah.
Blasi sent us stuff and just unreal things. Some of the stuff that some of you guys have said and told him, and just a little bit of it. It's just,
Yeah, man.
It's
So-
mind blowing that our little show has gotten to this point, that we have the kind of support that we have from the Bubba Army and from so many people. Man, we're blessed. It's unbelievable. We're having a lot of fun with it. We hope we don't let you guys down, and we just want to keep growing and going, having fun, cutting loose, getting to know y'all better, because that's what we do here at Tigs Bits.
That's it.
We get
Is
to
it
know
me?
you a little better, and you get to know us a little bit better.
Or is JR's mind blown? That's what that thing looks like behind him.
It
Like his
does.
mind's
It-
blown.
It is long. That's what I feel like right now.
Look at that. That's perfect.
Hell
You settle
yeah.
that's in there.
Hell
It's
yeah,
like-
there's the thumbnail. You look like the damn NBC peacock.
That's what I feel like. It's my headdress. What if this was a hat? This part was a hat. I'm wearing that.
You'd fit right in at Bubba's studio, is what would happen.
Oh my God.
No doubt.
Oh man, that is good stuff.
Yeah, good
That is
show, fellas.
stuff.
Man, yeah, I want to hear more about it. We're gonna have to talk about it on the live show. I wish we
Yeah,
had
for
Switch
sure
Swap.
we will.
I wish this show was coming out first, but we'll talk about the game, and then everybody that listens on the live will just have to come listen to this on Friday.
Yep.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
go
definitely
back.
got to get back to this, and we'll promote that big time on Friday to go back
Oh,
and listen
yeah.
to this show. That's part
right.
1. This is part 2. That's kind of cool, dude. You get to see
Yep.
it's like some Star Wars type shit going down.
It
you
is,
know what I mean?
yeah. It's like a prequel to the.
Yes.
Yes, that's unintentional
speaking
that
of-
we laid it
well,
out this
only-
way, but here we are.
Hey, so all right, that'll be our one topical thing that's not on the main topic today. I want to mention. Everybody, go find the video. I shared it with Tigs and Blasi, I believe. Corndog Barney and Blasi, the One Man Posse.
Get it right.
But the video of the lady who wrote Terminator also wrote The
God.
Matrix, and they are actually sequels to each other. Go look that little YouTube video.
Yes.
You want a little gem to blow your mind and go fly around on spaceships, eat mushrooms, whatever you kids do these days? There's your video for the day.